Welcome. So while people start showing up, we'll just get this ready. So as you guys can see, the painting is technically already started. And the reason for this is because let me just get a better position. I don't know where to. There, you guys can see me okay. So the reason that I'm doing this mainly is because I started doing live streams and drawing and coloring. I think it's been over a month now. And so my idea with this is that I believe very strongly in art. I believe that there's a lot of power in creating. I'm a very big fan of the science behind art making. I love that you can grow so much using it, and so my hope with art is to continue to grow as a person, to better my brain, and so art is basically my mental workout. And so I wanted to do more art. I wanted to incorporate art a lot more in my life. So my hope was to gain more benefits from playing with art and creating. And so I wanted something to kind of like motivate me or encourage me to do it a little bit more often than I was doing before. And so I thought it'd be kind of fun and motivating and kind of like an accountability thing to go live and just make art. So my videos are not about tutorials, they're not about teaching people how to do art. Like, I'm not a professional. It's just about hanging out and playing with art. So this piece is a piece that I started a while ago, like months ago, like maybe last year, and I've been wanting to finish it, but I haven't had the motivation to. And so I figured, since we've started doing a drawing book, I figured that maybe that since we're interchanging it between the drawing book where we're learning how to draw together, that I could interchange different activities because I love experimenting with art, so I like to do all sorts of things. And so last time when we took a break from the book, we did charcoal. We did a charcoal drawing. We did a penguin because it's my favorite animal. And so today I wanted to paint, and so I thought this was a great opportunity for me to finish this painting, or at least work on it. I don't know how long it will take. There's still a lot of work left to do. When I was painting the skin color, it was a lot lighter, and then I started going a little darker, and it's definitely way too dark. Right now I'm pretty white because of the winter time. I do tan a little more, so I don't want it to be as white as I am right now, but I don't want it to be too dark. I want it to be kind of in the middle of the skin tone that I have. A mix of like the skin tone I have with winter and my summer tan. So I won't go too dark with my summer tan. So kind of like meet in the middle. Not as white as I am in the winter, maybe not as dark as I am in the summer. Just in the middle, so it's kind of like a good representation of like me in general for the most part. And so I'm just gonna read some of the stuff you guys are saying here. So hi girly, how are you doing? I'm doing great, thank you. That's Weston, Alfredo, Reola Marquez, very beautiful, thank you. You're a piece of art. Appreciate that. Joshua said hi. Hello, Joshua. And AK, can I commission a self-portrait of a chicken nugget? That's funny. Lang Lang, so sorry that was an accident, said hi. How are you? Hi. I'm doing great. So yeah, I'm just kind of explaining the reason why I'm doing this. I'm not a professional artist. I have a long way to go, but I want to improve. So yeah, so I feel like the more you practice, the better you get, and so that's what I want to do. I just want to practice. I want to play with art and just gain the benefits, the scientific benefits that everyone and anybody can get when it comes to playing with art. art, whether it's drawing, painting, playing music, dancing, whatever it may be. Music has, I mean, art in general, any of the arts have so many benefits. Like, it helps boost your mood, it helps problem solving, it obviously expands your creativity, it creates new neural pathways in your brain. It can create, it can help and improve your hand and eye coordination. It reduces stress, it reduces anxiety. It's just, there's just, I can go on, there's just so many things. And so I'm gonna have fun, I'm gonna paint, and I'm gonna work my brain out with this. So CT, I wish you many blessings. Thank you so much. Lucy, that's my auntie, said hi. Hello. Hola. Gracias por estar aquí. So yeah, I think that perhaps we can get started. Usually I talk a little bit longer before I start, but usually I turn the camera around. Oh, maybe I should turn the light on. Woo! That's bright. Okay. So, how's that? Maybe we'll go a tiny bit higher. Is that okay? So, yeah, I think that's okay. So yeah, usually I switch the camera angle to look down at the drawing, and then you stop seeing my face. But since this is art, this is painting, you guys will get to kind of, I'll go back and forth and talk to you guys while I paint. So this is my first time doing a painting live stream, so I still have to figure this one out. I figured out the drawing one a little bit more now, and the camera angles and all that stuff, but this one's new, so let's try and hi, I am, sorry, let me read that. It says, hi, I am brasileiro. Okay, Brazilian, cool. Cool. I don't know where to put this. Okay. Okay, so we can get started. If you guys have any questions or want to chat about something, go ahead and leave a comment in the chat room. So I'm gonna start with doing the background, so we can see some progress a little bit faster, and then we'll start going into the details, because I feel like if I start with the details right away, it'll just get tedious and boring and you won't see a lot of progress for a while. So we'll start with the background for today, and then we'll see where we go. Maybe we can do the shirt, and then we can go down into the details, maybe add a little bit of more brown and black shading into the hair, and then I think maybe at the end, if there's time, we can try and fix the skin tone. And then at the very end, we'll do the necklace, because I don't want to do the necklace till the skin tone is done, because it'll make it harder, so we can just go over on top of the skin tone at the end. So that's the plan, and we shall get started. So the background, it's not super exciting. I'm going to do like a silver gray background, and then I'm thinking that the shirt, I will do like I'm gonna mix the blue with like a violet, purple, dark, like blue and purple mix, and then we'll see how that comes out. So for now, we're gonna take, I'm gonna use this. This is from Dollarama, so it's, and then this one is, I'm running out of this one a little bit more, but this is from a box that my brother gave me of metallic paint, which I love. I'll show you guys the box. So this is the box, and I absolutely love it. It has all of these colors. I haven't even used half of them, so that's what we're working with today. I'm going to put it in here. Oh, this isn't even opened yet. Okay. I just want to add a little bit of this one just so to fill it up more. It's a little stuck because obviously I'm not good at cleaning these. Gotta get better at that. But my hope is that the more we do this, the more painting I actually get to doing. And then, oh, that's beautiful. I love the metallic in that. Can you guys see it? That looks wonderful. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah. So now I'm just gonna spray a little bit of water to just water it down a little bit so we can change the consistency, but not too much because I don't want it to be too watery. Okay, just a little bit. And I'm gonna use, I don't know if this is too small, or we can do this one. Yeah, I'll do, I have better control over it with this one. Is that one not washed? No, it's fine. I want to go with this one for now. We'll just try it out and then if not, we'll switch. So now I'm just mixing it. Don't know. I think that's darker than. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of white because I want it lighter. And since I want it to be as metallic as possible, I'm gonna use the white metallic from the box that I just showed you guys. So we're gonna do this one. So, hey Daniel. Daniel says that's a nice box of art supplies. Thank you. Thank you. My brother gave it to me, so I don't usually spend too much money on my own stuff. So my expensive stuff is gifts. Okay, that's a little lighter. But I want to go a little lighter than that, and I think we're going to need more paint for the whole background anyways. So, we're going to start soon here. Soon enough. We'll get to it. Okay, I think that's good, and then I'll do a little bit of more water. Okay. And then we mix again. I do have videos that I've posted on my channel painting that I've edited, so I've never done this live, but it does take a while to paint. So I don't know if this is something we want for a live stream. But we'll see how it goes. I think I like that color. If anything, we can still change it and go over it. That's what I like about painting. You just go over it if you make mistakes. But I think I like that. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, it gets lighter the more. Okay. It's very thin. Maybe I did too much water. But that's a good way to start. We'll just start it off with a layer and then we'll go over it after. Yeah, definitely too much water. Seems like a thin. I like this color. feel like you can kind of see canvas a little more than I want to. It's a little wobbly because this broke. It's not that good. So how are you guys doing today? How is your week so far? Okay. So the thing is that now I'm gonna have to wait for it to dry before I do another layer. So in the meantime, I think we can probably move on to the shirt. I'm gonna do the top as well. Okay. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Okay. So hold on. So I have these little things that I save from when I order takeout, and sometimes they put sauces in these or these ones. And I really like to use these for my paints because, like you can see, I still have some paint here, but I need to do another layer and I don't want it to go dry. So I love that I can just like do that and then it'll keep it fresh for a little longer. I've used it before. This is from, I don't even know what painting that's from, but I don't know how long it lasts in this. This is just like, this was from a long time ago, so it dried, but it was not actually like left paint, it's just, I left the thing painted. But I like using stuff like that to make the paint last longer, especially when I do mixes. Like this, I'm not sure if it's still, it's not completely dry. Like look at that. So yeah, if you can recycle, like if you paint and you can recycle, like this is not a paint thing. I used it think I don't want to say what it's from because it's YouTube, but I saved this and it worked to mix paint and keep it in there. So if you do paint or you planted paint, you can recycle stuff. You can reuse things that you already have in order to keep your paint fresh, especially if you're mixing paint. I think that's my favorite part about it. Like sometimes I do have the this is technically a painting palette thing. Oh, I don't want to grab it. But I do have the white one. I couldn't find it, but I don't use that as often because I do like to mix my paint, and sometimes I mix a lot of it and I have leftovers, so I want to be able to like kind of save it and reserve it for another time. So let's see what you guys are saying. Okay, the pink one looks nice on camera, so that's good. How is everyone? Good design. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so now we'll go to the shirt. There's not much for that, so I'm gonna try to not mix too much for that one. Let's see. Okay, so here it is. It's pretty dirty, so don't judge me. So I have one of these. I have another one, but I don't use these that often anymore because once you stop using the paint, it dries off. And here. So I want to mix these colors together, but I have this bigger one, so I'm going to have to use it in a bigger one. The problem is that I don't want to use a lot of it, so I'm gonna have to. I'm very bad at calculating how much paint I'm using, so let's see if I can manage. Oh, it's a beautiful color. I could even just do it this color. I could. I'm just gonna mix it just to see what color it makes because I'm just curious. We'll do a little bit. And then this one. So I got that. And we will do a smaller brush. This one. So I work the brush a little bit, and then now I'm just gonna mix it and see what we get here. Okay, yes, that's a nice blue. Mixing paint is so relaxing and fun, which is why I think I prefer to just make my own colors and then play around instead of just using the colors that I have. Because to me, this is like part of the fun. Yeah, I like this. This is like it's a nice purple blue. It's dark. Yeah, I like it. I say we go for it. I'm not gonna add, I did add just a little bit of water by putting water in the brush, but this time I didn't put too much water because I watered that one down too much. So. I don't want to have to use too many layers. this thing, my brother got it for me for one of my birthdays, and I haven't taken it out in a while, but I used it a lot at the beginning, and I love it, absolutely love it. Especially because you can just put it, maybe at the end of the live stream I'll put it all, the setup down while we chat a little bit, and then I can show you guys how it closes down, because it gets pretty small. You just close up all of the legs, and you can literally carry it like a bag if you want to take it out somewhere and paint, maybe outside or just travel with it. So it's pretty cool. I like it. Okay. I actually really like this color. Not too worried about like staying within the lines here, because since we're going to be doing the skin tone after, we'll just paint a little bit over it and fix it up if we go over the lines. So and I'm going to paint the bottom of it, kind of like it's warping, like it's into the canvas, so it feels like the painting continues on the sides. So here I'll do skin tone, and here I'll do skin tone, and then just doing the color of the shirt up to here, and then skin tone here, and then background tone here. Should have done that one already. Hadn't noticed. And then skin tone here. But did you guys see that? I don't know if this camera angle is working for us. But I'm trying. Art Razoa says, have a nice day. Thank you. I hope you have a nice day as well. Okay, perfect. Okay. Is that a little bit dry yet? Okay, so we'll just wait for this one to dry, and then we'll continue on. Maybe we can go on to the hair now, because I'm not sure that the background has dried enough yet. Okay, maybe we could start a little bit of layering there. So now, see, we can put this aside so we don't have to have any paint go to waste, and then we can use the same one without having to redo it later. No matter how long it takes, we can go back and use that for that. I love these. Highly recommend. Okay, so don't want this paint to go to waste, so let's do this before I wash the paintbrush. Can you guys hear the music in the background? Can you even hear me when I'm talking? I don't know how the microphone is, and I don't know if I'm speaking loud enough. This is all me testing it out, so any feedback is super helpful. Okay. Before I move on, I'm gonna add the background on here. So unfortunately I have to keep it sideways for a little bit just while this bottom part dries. But I'll turn it around soon. Oh, I love this color. So silver slash gray is actually, in fact, my favorite color. Although it's not technically a color, it's more of a shade. But I absolutely love silver. I think it's so beautiful. It's really starting to pop out now. I don't know why it goes so long without painting. I forget how much I love this. It's so absolutely therapeutic. I can't even. Wonderful. There goes the second layer. Okay, and then of course, put the lid on again, put it for later. Still have a little bit of paint on here that I don't want to go to waste. Let's just do that. I wonder if I should, oh, you know what we could do? I don't know, maybe. If I don't do it for this, I'll do it for another painting. I just like the texture when I was doing that and doing like maybe a cloudy effect of like little like different shades of gray. But I don't know if we'll do it for this, maybe another painting, but I like that idea. Okay, I think we can do this now. Okay, now, okay, we can go finish that part. Let's do some more of the shirt. So I'm just trying to paint from outside inside to create a little bit more of like that shading effect. Okay, honestly, I think we've only been live. How long? 38 minutes. Okay, I thought it was less, but I'm just thinking like I haven't even been on that long, and I'm already really happy with the progress, to the point that if I were to pause right now, I'll be pretty happy with how much I did today. Because this painting's been sitting there for a good while. So, any progress, I'm happy with. But we'll go longer, see how much more we can accomplish. Okay, so yeah, I need to wait for this to dry a little bit longer before going more into it, because I'm moving the paint. More than I want to. Okay. Let's let it be. Again, make sure we put a lid on that. Now, we'll go into the hair. We'll do some browns. So for this one, don't need to mix yet. I'm going to use the browns I have first. So, I'm going to use this. So this is a lid from the classical jars. Pasta sauce, I don't know if you guys know what that is. I keep the jars to also reuse, so I'm reusing one of the jars. Took the sticker off. For the water, for the paintbrushes, this is not from this. This is from a smaller one. The lids for this one is actually, I do have one here. So this is the lid for that one. But yeah, I use the lids for painting as well, because they're easy to wash as well. So I like to reuse whatever I can. So we're going to do some browns in the hair. There's as many layers of brown and black because my hair is a whole bunch of shades of dark brown and some black hairs. I have found black and brown in my hair. This is my natural hair color right now. This one's going to stand out a little bit. It's very yellow. But we'll be going over like a lot of different shades, so don't be frightened. There is a vision here. Also, like, I know that I don't know how it's gonna end up looking at the end. I did the sketch first. I do have a video of it. Maybe I'll eventually post it of when I started. Of doing the sketching first and then starting the painting. I know that it doesn't look exactly like me. It is from a photo of mine, which I'll post later when this is all done. But this is literally my first painting portrait that I've ever done. So we can't expect too much from me. So I'll do my best, and it's my first time. Some good highlights. I might have used too much. And the point that I use this is because I like to use this when I'm only going to use a little bit so that I don't need to save for later, and because I didn't mix, so I don't need to save any color. But I think I might have used a little bit too much. So I could use this for the skin too. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Gotta go over the black as well. Not just the white, but to kind of give it that illusion of different strands of hair. So we have Gikai says, hi, can I promote my drawing channel? Yeah, sure. Feel free to. I don't mind. We're all here to support each other, right? In whichever way we can, of course. See, this is why I started with the background on this, because this is gonna take so much longer to progress will be much slower. So it's motivating to start with the easier stuff sometimes. So sometimes the hardest part is to get started. Once you're started, the motivation kind of starts building up. Especially if you see a lot of progress, your mind gets more excited. More dopamine to work with. Okay, it's starting to look a little blonde. So I am going to, I don't want to let this go to waste. So I'm going to add on top of that another brown. Darker brown. This is a Dollarama paint. Oh, is there any left? Okay. Nice. Okay, I like that color. It's a good brown. How are we looking? Here's more closer look. think we're almost ready to add another shade. Hi, Paul. Paul says, Glory, you are building such skill. I am blown away with what you are doing. I'm off to big band practice soon. Thank you, Paul. Thanks for stopping by. I hope the practice goes well. And I appreciate the compliments. I really do want to improve, so appreciate it. I hope the practice goes well. And hope to see you this weekend on Saturday for Reflect and Create's event. I don't know if you'll be there, but hopefully you can make it. And for anyone watching that might be interested in hanging out with some really awesome and creative people, you can come and watch, or you can come and play with art with us. The form is in the description if you want to sign up. And then you'll get the email with the Zoom link. It's free. And it's on Zoom. Okay, I am liking how this is turning out. Oh my god. Maybe change a little bit of shading now to add more color to it, but we're getting somewhere for sure. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Paul says, thanks, I'll be there. Yay! Looking forward to Paul. Mysterious Soul says hi. Hello, Mysterious Soul. I like your handle name. Nice art. I want one for myself. Can you please make one for me? I am not a professional artist. I don't. This is my first time doing a self-portrait, or at least painting one. So I'm not sure that I can make it for other people. But I appreciate the compliments. I'm going to add a little bit of black to this. Mysterious Soul says, but you're doing pretty. Thank you. Oh. So this one isn't opened yet. So I love how this works. You just open it and this has this thing in here that you just push down and bam, it opens the paint. And then you have the color of the paint on the tip. Okay, so that's just a little bit of black. And then we'll see if we need more. I don't want to add too much paint because it'll just build up on here and then we're going to have wasted paint, and we do not want that. We do not want that. Okay, so let's see. We want a dark brown. I'm just like mixing it with the brown, not entirely. So I add more brown if I want it to be lighter, and I'm just waiting for a color that I like. Still too dark, I'll add more. See, a little goes a long way. A lot more, just because I'm not ready to go dark, dark, dark yet. You have to build it up. What do you think? I'll add a little more. There. No, I think I am going to end up mixing it all, actually. Yeah, I'm going to mix it all because I want it to be lighter. There. Okay, that's a good brown. I don't even know if you guys can see it on camera, but I love when the color starts changing. Okay, so now we'll start adding another layer of another brown. Since it's darker, I'm going more towards the roots. And the darker areas. Liking it. This is a good brown. We did well. Here in the dark areas. We will go lighter, like we did go lighter to dark, but we will go light again. I don't know if we'll finish today, maybe not, but next time we'll go and work on the highlights. I like that about painting. You can go back and forth between highlighting and shading, whereas that's something you can't usually do with stuff like charcoal. When you're drawing, once you go dark, if you erase, you can only erase so much. But with painting, you can just paint over anything. Obviously, it does get to a point that if you do use a lot of paint, it could get pretty thick, and some lines end up being pretty prominent, but you can definitely fix things up a lot easier with paint than with some other mediums. Obviously, the easiest to like remove mistakes and go faster is digital, which is another art form that I really enjoy. I don't know, I wonder, should I do a digital live stream as well? I do love drawing digitally on my iPad. That could be another live stream. I'm into that. I want to do it all. Mysterious Soul. Where am I from? I am originally from Colombia, but I live in Canada. So I am a Colombian Canadian. Where are you from? Where are you tuning in from? Okay, so the song gives me like medieval vibes. I'm really loving it. Okay, so I'm gonna add more dark now. We can add a different brown actually, because this was from another brown, so we'll do another brown now. Get over here. Remember, a little bit goes a long way, so we'll go with that. Just trying to go light because I want to make thinner lines now. Sounds good. I can't press too hard. Oh, it's a little bit harder. I don't know if you guys can see that, so let's get you guys closer. This is hard because my hand gets shaky. There we go.
trying to cover the white spots as much as possible. But also create like that hair strands effect. See, this little bit goes a long way. Okay. We're done with this color. Look, we used it all. That's awesome. Okay. Okay, let's take a small break. How are we feeling? Tired? Okay, so let's just take a moment to chat. Maybe if you guys wanna. How are you guys doing? See, that's the thing with painting for me.
I can't stand up for too long because my back hurts. But you know what we can do? Sit down. Okay, let's put this down a bit. Let's readjust so we become more comfortable. And this way I can sit. Oh, this is another cool thing about this. I have a bunch of stuff in here, but what is this? I don't know, I've never used that. So just random stuff, but you can put your paintbrushes in here and separate stuff, and like there's this here where you can also separate even more. That's pretty cool. But I can also see the stuff from the back. When it's open, I can just peek through the back and take out what I need. Okay, let me see if this is a good. Yeah, this I can paint here. Okay, so I'm just taking a small break because my back and my hand hurts a little, but I don't want to stop yet because we've done so much. We're doing so well. Just grounding myself. Okay, so I think that in the meantime, while my hand rests a little, I'm gonna add a little bit more to the background and the shirt. So let's do that. I think the background is mostly done. I just want to fix some patches it still has. This side too. Easier to see the top now. I think that out of all the art live streams that I have done, this is probably the one that has gone by the fastest. But it definitely takes way more preparation than the other ones. Because like if you guys saw behind you guys, there's a mess of like paintbrushes, paint, these little thingies, the water. It's a lot. Which is why sometimes it's hard to get motivated to paint, because it requires a lot of setup and then it requires a lot of putting everything away. So it's more effort. But like I said, like time is flying. It goes by so, it's like I lose track of like the sense of time when I'm painting, which I really like, because time flies when you're having fun. See, if I would have left this in the painting palette, it would be pretty, like, not completely dry by now, but it would be like the top layer, like on top of it, the top layer of the paint dries off first, and inside the bottom takes longer, and so it would have a top layer drying off by now. So I highly recommend doing this technique to save your paint from drying off. And so you can mix more paint. It's really fun. So we got some on the arm, and that's exactly where we're leaving the skin tone for last. I'm struggling here, hold on. Gotta get closer. Okay, so since I want the middle part to be a little lighter than the edges, I'm gonna add a tiny bit of white in here. We'll add white to make it lighter. Where is there white? Tiny drop. It's so tiny you can barely see it, but I don't want to make it too light. I don't know if you can see the difference in the camera. This one's the darker, and the lighter one is here on top. It's different than that. Okay.
just gonna turn it here. Okay, so the shirt is almost basically done. We can go back to the hair now. I'm gonna do a different brown. It's called a medium brown. Do another drop. Now we got it. I'm getting tired, I think, after this brown. We'll call it a day. Because I do have to put everything away, and I'll probably put this thing away during the live stream just to show you guys. Okay. I don't want to turn it yet because last time I took off paint there, so we'll just work on it a little bit sideways. I probably will do a little bit more in the background because it looks a little messy in some areas, like here and here. Oh shoot. Okay. I'm not gonna call it a day just yet. I want to add more. The hair's looking good. Can add some different browns on here and mix them together. some brown maroon. Honestly, patience is the key when it comes to art. It's very repetitive, but it's super relaxing. So much so that I'm tired, but I don't want to stop. Because it's super satisfying seeing things come to life. Okay, before this color runs out, I'm gonna add a little bit of black. Just go a little darker. Just cleaning off the brush. Okay. Rechautis. Hola. Rechautis. Rechautis. Hola. Hello. Bienvenido. A nuestro día de arte. Oh my gosh. tripped over the charger. Oh, how are we doing with battery over here? Okay, we're doing okay. So let's add a little tiny bit. Not too much, especially black. It's gonna darken it a lot, so gotta be careful with that. Let's see. See that? Dark black takes over. See, even that little bit was maybe a little bit too much. We might have to add some brown to this. Yeah, that's basically black, you guys. No, let's just keep mixing it. Let's keep mixing. And then because it's not fully black, so we could maybe still use this. This is a good tone. What do we think? Are we ready to go that dark yet? I think we'll add a little bit of brown. Maybe we'll add this brown, this one, to add a little bit of a different shading, different color. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, we'll do that. It's not completely black, it's not completely brown. Gives it another color, but it goes darker. We like. Okay, let's do that. Okay, this is very dry. I'm gonna add some water. Tiny bit though. Okay. 6. Since the paint is a little old, so it's a little bit more dry. Okay, that's much better. Much better. So this is where it gets darker when it's during the hoop, and then on the top it'll be lighter. Do the highlights on the top, darker at the whatever that's called. still just too dry, and some of it's not painting. Spray more water. Okay. All those chunks. It's drying out here, so we're almost done for today. Well, I think we did a lot of progress. Paintings can take a very long time, especially if you want to do them good. And I don't want to rush this, so I do want to take my time, not rush it just because it's in the live stream. So we'll see how many live streams it takes to finish this painting, but I want to do it good. So we'll finish this up here, and then I'll show you how I put this away. Alright. Easel. Show you how to put away the easel. I think that's what it's called. Okay. And there you have it. I'm gonna show you now. Okay. So first of all, tired. Thank you for everyone that joined. Thank you to those that stuck around through the whole life. And I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope this was entertaining and fun, maybe relaxing, maybe motivating, and maybe inspiring to make your own art. And I think it's looking good. I'm happy with the colors we went with. I'm happy with the progress, and I'm excited to finish it off. So next week we're going to be going back to doing our book. So we've been working on this book for the past month, and this is what we did last time. And so our next lesson is lesson number 7, and we're going to be doing advanced level cubes. And so if you want to get your own book to follow along, because I don't really show what's inside the book throughout the process, you just see me drawing. But if you want to get it yourself, I really, really recommend it, because it's very good. It's like it starts with the basics. And I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just really like it. So yeah, so we're going to be doing that next week. So next week we will do lesson 7, and then the following week we'll do lesson 8. And so then the following week after that, we'll go back to the painting. So basically, if you want to come back and watch me continue the painting, I won't say finish the painting, because I don't think I'll finish it next time. Because I think the skin tone is going to take a while to figure out. And we still have quite a bit of the hair to finish. So yeah, we still have a few videos of doing this. So if you want to come back to watch me continue doing this painting, it's going to be in 3 weeks on Wednesday. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to start moving the time to 4 p.m. because I've been going live at 2 p.m. But it doesn't give me enough time to prepare early in the day and do everything that I want to do and have enough time to eat before the live stream. I usually just like make a quick smoothie and have a smoothie during the live stream, but I just get so hungry, and by the time I'm done, if I do 2 hours or more, it's way too late for me to start eating, and that's not healthy. So I want enough time to like eat, get everything set up, and so I'm thinking that I might start doing them at 4 p.m. We'll see. I will subscribe. Please subscribe, so that if you do want to be a part of this journey and be in the live streams and hang out and learn with me, then I just highly recommend subscribing so that you can be notified when I am going live, because I will post it in the community tab. I did post it today. So yes, if you want to be notified and you want to continue this journey with me, please subscribe, and you can follow me on my Instagram accounts, Laura Cortez. And yeah, and like I said earlier, I do host hangouts on Zoom for free, where we play with art for our mental strength. And so if you want to join, the sign up form is in the description below. So happy to have people join. We've been doing this for over a year, and we're still going, so very excited to continue to do that. So this thing is just like when there's bigger canvases, you just like kind of lift it up so the canvas doesn't fall off. It kind of holds it, right? But it's for bigger canvases. This is a tiny one, and
doesn't even, you know, I'll like maybe do it like that, right? But anyways, I was distracted playing with it. But, so yeah, so that's it. This is what we got done today, and we did that. We did the borders. We still gotta do a little bit more and finish it off so it looks nicer. But oh man, it had been looking so like not finished for so long, and it just the progress today really motivates me, and I just really like the silver. I had been debating doing like an aqua color in the background. I thought about doing a rainbow. I thought a lot of ideas, but today I thought about silver, and I'm glad that I did because I'm really liking it. So yeah, so this is what we put today. And so now we're going to put this away. So I'll show you guys how we put that away. So this is what are these called? Palettes, paint palettes. I haven't even removed it from it came with this actually, but it's just so big. I don't really see myself kind of like using this for that purpose because it's just too big, and I don't want to ruin it, so I kept the plastic on, and I use it as a background thing, and I paint on top of it, and sometimes to like, you know, draw paint is a good sturdy thing for other things. Anyways, so here, let me see how I can show you guys. Let's see if we have the right angle for this. If you do want to paint or you're a painter and you're looking for a good easel, I really recommend this one. So let me show you guys. So we'll close this up first. So this, I have to fix this one. This one's kind of broken. So we do that. This way it'll fold. We'll do the same thing on the other side. We just unscrew. There you go. Oh, this is... We have to put this down. Okay, hold on. Loosen it up. Oops. And then on the other side as well. Is that as low as it goes? I don't think so. Hold on. Okay. So this thing, like, it can go up and down too, right? So I'll secure that. That's what we had. Okay. I think that's as far as it goes. So now I'll just tighten it up so it doesn't move around. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Let's maybe go a little lower. I want you guys to get to see it properly. There's something blocking it from closing. I don't know what it is. What is blocking it? Everything seems pretty. So we'll do this. Okay. Okay, I see what it is.
Maybe I'll take that out actually. What's happening? Perfect. No, it's not. Okay. I'm sorry guys, I'm so confused. I don't know what it is. It's something in the middle that is blocking it. Is it really? For some reason, it won't let it close. I swear this is less complicated than this. Okay, that's hilarious. So I did tell you guys that that was loose. Before I started the live stream, this thing was in here. I had put it in there. Oh, that's what was blocking it. That thing wouldn't let it close. See, it's because that thing is broken and I need to get a new one of these. Actually, I won't put it in there because I don't want it to get lost. So we'll put it in here. So it was this thing that wasn't letting it close because it's kind of broken. Just I need to get 2 screws to put it back in here. But you guys saw that I was able to hold up during the live stream. So it can still work even with just the one, but I need to get a new one to fix it. So forget about that. I still love this thing. Okay, so now it closed. So now I'll just turn it so you guys can see. Once it's closed, you just lock it up in here. There we go. And now, I don't know, can you guys see the legs? Okay, let's go lower so you guys can see how it is. Actually, I'm gonna do it this way. I don't want it to fall on us. Okay, can you guys see that properly? Yeah, you guys can. Okay, perfect. So, we're doing this fully because I want you guys to really see it. There you go. So here, unscrew. And that's the only cool thing. I guess I should show you guys with it standing up. Yeah, I'll show you guys. So I'm tightening it up again. So if it's standing up, you can make this lower. You can make this whole thing lower. Hold on, I'll show you guys. So I love this because you can lower the whole thing. So do that here. Same thing that I'm doing here, do to the other legs. And then you lower it, tighten it. Don't let it go because it'll fall. You gotta lower it and tighten it. Unscrewing, find a level, tighten it, unscrew. Why is this not going up? Okay. And then we'll do it all the way up. And so the cool thing about this is that you can lower this by lowering the legs, and you can use it sitting up, like sitting down, right? So that's much, much lower if you want to paint sitting down instead of standing up.
and you can level it however you want. For example, sometimes I use this as like a desk, like instead of painting with the easel standing up, I put the painting there and then I splash or put paint on it and all that stuff. So it's really cool for that. Okay, let's finish this up. So now we unscrew this.
You guys still have a good view? Okay.
We unscrew this. Screw this. And then it will start lowering. Okay. That's why I put it sideways, so it's easier. Oh, I didn't think it'd stay up. Oh, but it did. Okay, so now with this one, we loosen this one up. There you go. And then it folds here, and then we tighten it up again so that it stays in there and doesn't like, because if it's loose, it will just fall, right? So we'll tighten it up to keep it there. Okay. I just don't remember how this actually closes. Oh, I didn't tighten it up well enough. I genuinely don't. Okay. Lose this. Loosen that up. I'm so confused. What is happening? I don't remember. I would assume. I wish I would remember. Okay, let's do these ones in the meantime. I don't remember. Maybe I did it wrong. Maybe it's supposed to go. No. No, that's the only way it can go. So confused. Okay, let's do this one. I remember how to do this one. So you loosen that up. And then there's like a little hole in here. I'll loosen it up a lot so that it can close. You put it in the hole.
Okay.
Same thing for over here. Loosen that up. In the hole. And then you can just tighten it up to make sure it's secured. We're going to tighten this one. Okay. I'm confused. Oh. I don't know how I did that, but that's how you do it. Probably gonna forget again next time. And then tighten this up so that it doesn't come out. I think that's good. Okay. And so once you have that, you have this. And you can carry it like so.
I don't know if you guys can, if you guys saw that. Well, that was quite a struggle, I'll tell you.
But there it is. It's less complicated than I made it look. I was hoping I'd make it look easier, but I hadn't opened or closed this since last year, I think. But it is time consuming. I mean, not gonna lie about that. I can't make it look faster than that. I mean, I could if I knew what I was doing before I did it, but it does take time to like loosen up the screws and tighten up the screws. But it's nice to have, especially if you want to like take it somewhere. It is a little bit heavy, especially if you have stuff in there. But if you want to paint somewhere else that's not your house, it's useful for that. And the strap can also be taken off. It can be taken off if you don't want to use it. So I'll just keep it on there so it doesn't get lost. But personally, I haven't taken it out of my house yet. Or maybe take it to my mom's if I want to paint there. But yeah, there it is. It's kind of nice that I did that during the live stream, because I would have like closed the live stream and had to like clean everything up, and it'd be so much more boring doing it by myself. So thank you for being here and struggling with me. This is ready to be put away. I usually put it under my bed. I'll put this here. And we'll do that. And then I'll show you guys the setup behind you guys so you can see how
Messy this all is and how much effort it takes to film all this for you guys. Look, this is the big mess that we have to clean up after I'm done this live stream. So yeah, we had our paintbrushes here, but we mostly just used this one, and this one. These are the three that we used. These are the browns. I thought it was more. These are the browns that we used. Did we use that? I don't think so. We were gonna use, I did have this ready here so I could make some of that for the skin tone if we did get to that, but we didn't. This is the white that we used, and the gray that we used. The white that we use with the metallic, and this is what we used for the shirt with this one. So I had it all here ready, and all of this, it's okay. We've got the napkins over here. It all goes in here. Oh wow, that was perfect, wasn't it? Actually, you guys are already here chilling with me, so let's just clean this all up together, shall we? So, we're gonna put in this bag all of the paint so we can clean up all that water. Maybe it won't be easy to do this with the camera, because, one sec. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, got that. We didn't use this one. I don't think this is gonna last till next time. I don't think we'll even need it. I think the shirt is basically done. So I'll clean this one up once we're done, and I'll clean that. And we didn't use any of this. And this one wasn't used. Okay, so this one goes in here. here. Marta Cortez says hi. That's my mom. Hello, Mita. Ya terminamos for today. Oh, these are pretty clean now. So let's put these in here. Okay. We're getting there. Should probably remove the water before I spill again, huh? Okay, I'm gonna keep this one, and then in 3 weeks we will see how dry it is, because I don't think these are like as good as, for example, these, where this one is not completely dry yet and it has been there for like probably over a year and it's still pretty good. But I'm not sure how good these are yet. Don't think I have any other ones. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see in 3 weeks. If not, we'll remake the... We should have added more to the background. Maybe we still can. Maybe we will. Hold on. Let's add. Just so it doesn't go to waste in case it does dry up. Let's just add a little bit here. Where it didn't blend well. Just bring the border in. So it gives it that cool darker to light effect. I'll leave a little bit in here just so we can test out how well it preserves the paint. Okay. Yeah, because we'll still need to add more to it next time either way. I don't think the background is done. Because I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but it's not done. Are you guys even able to see what I'm doing? Sorry. Okay. Okay. Put it on the side. And then we'll wash that up. Okay. And there's some painted in another table I haven't shown you guys, but it's too messy. There's more paint. So I do have an extra one of these for whenever I want to make more, mix more paint. I'm basically reorganizing to make sure everything's in the right place, because it wasn't when I started doing this, when I took it out earlier today. Is this from, oh, let's cover that up. We're trying to make that last. Okay, where should I put it here? And this is from a sculpt that my mom and her husband sculpted. This is the paint they use. I wonder if still if it dried up. Oh, there's nothing in there. Oh no, it hasn't dried up. These are pretty good. I have another extra one of these that I've used for glue. So when I run out of paint out of there, I can reuse these. And so this one, I'll leave it open because then I know that I can use it. Oh, this one dried up. Oh, not completely. This one hasn't dried up. Okay, so you can use that for another time. Okay. Thanks for being here with me while I clean up. I'm gonna put this in here for next time. Okay. Oh, there's another one. What did I use? I'll put it in here. There we go. So this barely has any paint in it, but I want to use it till the last drop. Okay. There we go. Well, the table needed a clean, so ideally not with paint water, but it's fine. Oh, there's a lot of paint over there. There's two more paints. I have black here and this one. Oh, I was gonna use this one with the blue to make it turquoise, but didn't end up doing that. Okay, there we go. Now the cleanup is basically done. All I have to do is just go throw the water away, wash that. And then this is all ready to be put away, also under my bed. Okay. Look at how easy that cleans up. That's why I love these lids. Like, look at that. It's wonderful. Anyways, let me turn you guys around so we can say goodbye. I'm gonna turn the camera phone around. Okay. So, that was a journey. That was certainly a journey. Well, thank you for being here with me. Thank you. Oh my god, my back. Thank you for hanging out, for painting with me, and I'll see you guys again. Or you guys will see me and we'll hang out next week. This is what we got today. Oh, I'm really liking how it's looking. I love the progress with the hair. It's so good. It looks good. I'm so happy. We did good. We did good.
So yeah, thank you guys, and that is that. Have a great and wonderful day, and bye. Thanks for being here with me for the cleanup and putting everything away, because it makes things less daunting and boring to do after the live stream. It's one of the reasons why I don't paint as often as I wish I could paint, because it just takes forever to like set everything up and clean everything up, and such a thing. But that's why I'm loving these live streams. So thank you for motivating me to do more art and being part of this whole thing with me. So yep, that's that. And goodbye. Have a great rest of your day.